My name's Dave McPartlin, and I'm the head teacher of Flakefleet Primary School in Fleetwood. And our little claim to fame is, do I spoil it with what our little claim to fame is?
Tell us, yeah.
Yeah, we came up with a dreams list, and one of the kids wanted to go on Britain's Got Talent, so we did it for a bit of fun, not really thinking anything of it. And the next thing, you get a phone call, we're going down to Manchester, and then out of nowhere, we got a golden buzzer, and we made it all the way through to the finals. It was a crazy, crazy, crazy couple of months. Even now, I watch you back thinking, oh my goodness, did that actually happen? So yeah, that's our little claim to fame.
That's amazing. Well, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But first of all, we're going to start with growing up. What were your dreams and aspirations? Did you want to be a head teacher? Did you want to be a teacher? Or did you think...
Do you know what? I remember when my auntie, who was a teacher, I've got like a big family, loads and loads of little cousins kicking around. I used to love spending time with them. And one day she went, "Oh, do you know how, David, you could be paid to work with kids?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." She went, "I think you'd be a good teacher." And I was like, "Oh yeah, this is a great idea." So from about 11, 12, something like that, that's all I wanted to do. But I think weirdly, I always wanted to be a head teacher as well. I don't know that it's a power control thing. I don't think it is. I think it's the idea of being able to go and do lots of fun things and not have to check with the boss.
Yeah.
I did always want to be a head teacher, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wow, that's so weird, because loads of people you ask and they're like, no, I just fell into it. But this was your dream job.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, for a very, very long time. Yeah, I just always wanted to. I love being around kids. I love kids. I love making them smile, having a bit of fun with them. Yeah, it's quite nice that I get to do that. I mean, there's lots of other more boring, serious things that I have to do at school, but I do get to do lots of that as well, which is nice.
Amazing. So you seem to be such a big inspiration to the children that you teach, that you work with. Did you have a big inspiration when you were younger?
Oh. Do you know what? If I'm totally honest, when I went to university, I'm from a very much working class background and grew up in the northeast in Hartlepool, and I went off to university. And I was just around lots of people who just had this, seem to have gone to schools where their attitude was, well, I can go and do anything I want if I want to run the country, or, I'll do this. I kind of at university just thought, I need to raise the bar a little bit. Nothing's impossible. And that's kind of what I've taken from that over the last, 22 years or whatever, that just anything's possible. It's, just that attitude of giving it a go. And that's kind of what we took to ridiculous levels last year.
Yeah, I love it. That's amazing, though, because you're kind of instilling that in the children that are in your school. Like, that's what you want to instill in children. There's so much negativity, like, around lots of things, that you can't do that, and you have to be this kind of person to be doing this, and you have to do, you have to be from this kind of background to do this. Yeah. And, like, you just want to go, no, that's not, my is free. And she said to me the other day, like, I really want to be an astronaut. Like, we'd watched, the oh god, I'm gonna get it wrong, when they went up into space not that long ago. What were they doing up into the, you probably remember,
was it the International Space Station? Were they going up to the space station? Okay. Did all right there. I was worried I was going to mess up on that question. That was a trick one.
So we watched all that on, and bless her, like I say, she's only 3.5, and we watched it and everything. She was like, oh, I want to go to space. And we were like, well, you have to work really, really hard, but if you want to go to space, go for it. And she was like, could you? And I was like, why not?
Do you know what? I totally agree that, the part of the thing is that we're trying to instill in the children is, one, dare to dream. Allow yourself to actually, get carried away and go for it. And when I talk to adults, I talk about getting rid of like this filter, your family filter, the ones that tell you can't do something, go and get a proper job, or your money filter, you can't afford to go and do it, or the embarrassment filter that you worry that somebody's going to take the mick out of you admitting that actually you want to go and be this or be that. And then part of it's not just daring to dream, it's daring to fail. It's actually being brave enough to get absolutely nowhere near your dream and ambition. But if you just take that one tiny step, and then another tiny step, and then another tiny step, you never know that 10 years down the line, you've actually got pretty close to your goal. And that's what I found over the last couple of years, talking to lots of different people, some very exciting, others maybe not so much, so they would say. And the reality is it all starts with actually giving it a go. And I think a lot of us don't give ourselves permission to actually give it a go. And that's what I just encourage anyone out there. Just give it a go. Just give it a go.
Definitely. So what are some of the things that in your school that you've got? I mean, Britain's Got Talent is crazy. That is a crazy thing to do. But like, what other stuff do you do that maybe other people would go, oh my God, wow, that is very cool?
Well, we went for Christmas number one. Last Christmas 2018. We'd come with a dreams list, and one of the children wanted to be a pop star. And we were sat in the staff room and we're like, should we try and make this one come true? And this was like September. And then we kept talking about it. My mum was like, right, go on, shall we actually go for it? So between us, we got loads of ideas off the kids, lyrics, staff got together, and we came up with a song, Light Up. And everyone thought we'd lost the plot because I changed the Facebook title, the Facebook page, school page, to Flakefleet for Christmas number one. You know, I literally put it out there. I told all the press, I sent them a letter saying, we're going for Christmas number one, guys. You know, we need you to get behind us. And I think a lot of people probably took the mick, but
yeah,
don't anyone ever let anyone tell our kids that they can't do something. And there was a moment where I was sat in the staff room and I got a message off one of my friends saying you could bet on it. All of a sudden, you could actually bet on Flakefleet for Christmas number one. And it started off as 100-1 outsider. And within a couple of days, we were third favourite for Christmas number one. Literally third favourite. We ended up on the One Show. It was on the radio. We were 15 in the midweek charts going into Christmas. We were 33rd on the Vodafone Top 40. I mean, in the end, we were 64, I think. But we actually had these crazy things. Like we had a big launch party, the Winter Gardens. We got a theatre for free. Somebody sponsored an airplane with the banner Flakefleet for Christmas number one. We were, posters were all over town. It was amazing. You know, in many ways, that was way more exciting than Britain's Got Talent. And yeah, it kind of took off, and we had all these, we had ourselves on the radio, and we had lots of fun along the way. It was brilliant. Why not? It was amazing.
That is incredible. Absolutely amazing. So let's talk about Britain's Got Talent. So the idea came from one of the kids saying, I really want to go on Britain's Got Talent. Yeah. And you made it happen.
Yeah, we just I sent an application form off. It was pretty much bare bones stuff. A link to some of the daft things that we'd done in school. And I didn't think anything of it. And then weirdly, the day that we found out that we were nowhere near Christmas number one, I was on my way to tell staff. And they rang me, just said, oh, do you want an audition? And I was like, what, on the stage? And like, yeah. Like, oh. We'd had this mad month going for Christmas number one. And then what people don't know is they actually sacked us off. A couple of weeks down the line, they said the standard of the choirs was too high. So unfortunately, we wouldn't be being progressed to the auditions this year. So I said, right, I'm not going to be defeated by that. So we sent them a daft video that day, put kids in bins, whizzing around in trolleys in the hall, dressed up as a woman in a video at home. And I sent it off, thought nothing more of it. I thought, that's the end of that little dream. And then they rang us back a couple of days later saying, right, no, this is back on. Turned up in Manchester. It was torrential rain. It was lashing it down. Our makeup was running all over. We had council bins, trolleys from Tesco, and there's all these other people with, beautiful outfits, sequins and gorgeous makeup, really done up. And here's us with our council bin. And we went on the stage, and it was the most terrifying moment of my entire life, because you just don't know whether it's going to go down well, whether they're going to take the mic. And then the rest is history. It was just, I remember being on the stage thinking, this is going all right. Everyone's up, clapping, singing along. And then at the end, we got a standing ovation, and the judges are crying. And we couldn't quite understand, because we'd never done it in front of an audience, because the stage is that big. It was a studio. We couldn't fit an audience in. And the shouting, press the gold. And I watch it every year. I'm thinking, they're not going to press the golden buzzer. Come on. There was only one buzzer left at the time. And then he leans over, and I'm thinking, this is actually going to happen here. And then, the rest, I just cried for a very, very, very long time. And so did the kids. We were just a normal school, very, very normal working class school. And the next thing we're going through the live semi-finals, all expenses paid trip to London. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I bet that for the children, like, you know, that's a moment. I bet when they do a wish list, a lot of the children, particularly the older ones, will think, well, you know, we're not going to be able to do this, but it's a wish list. I'm going to write it, you know.
Yeah.
But how cool is that? That not only were you able to, like, you know, follow through with it and make you know, do an audition, go for the audition, but you then went through that journey. I bet it must, you know, still a year on, must just be like, that was just insane.
Well, we watch it all the time, and I'll be honest, I watch it quite a lot at home, probably more than I should admit. And you look and you watch it, and it's like I still to this day don't know how that happened, because we had no inclination whether it was going to be good or rubbish, whether it was going to go down well or not. And you know, the reality is, you know, some of those children have had really difficult lives. You know, the life's been pretty tough. And they will always go through the rest of their life as a golden buzzer. You know, we were on Good Morning Britain this morning. We were on everything. It was crazy. You know, it was literally, we even made the national news. You know, one day we were on every news station, every radio station, and we're just a normal school trying to encourage the kids to dare to dream. I don't know. I still don't know how it happened, but we gave it a go. And that, you know, there's choirs that are way better than us out there, dancers who are way better than us out there. You know, I totally take that on the chin, but just give it a go. We gave it a go, and that's what happened. It could have been rubbish, but we were willing to take that risk. Do you know what I mean? It was brilliant. It was incredible.
So what was it like putting together such a big, spectacular number? Did you do it? Did all the teachers get involved?
Yeah, it was just between us. We asked the kids a lot of it, you know, in terms of what dance moves would you do, because it kind of needed to be genuine, and we were left to our own devices. I don't think anyone believes it, but we pretty much did what we wanted to do. Like, well, can we dress up as this? Can we do that? You know, and they said yes to everything. We were just left, right? Yeah, go for it. And it was just, you know, you going into the studio and it's marked out for the Hammersmith Apollo, and it's like, this is just bizarre. Yeah, it's just bizarre, surreal.
Crazy. So is music one of your first loves then?
Yeah, I do love music. I can't play an instrument. I can't sing. In fact, I'm probably one of the least talented people to have ever been on Britain's Got Talent. But it just shows you anything's possible, doesn't it? Yeah, I do love music, actually. I think when I went on Britain's Got Talent, we said to the judges that in the audience, it's not just about reading and writing and maths at school. It's about finding something that children are passionate about, something that you enjoy. And it might be that's the one thing that, you know, boosts your self-esteem, your self-confidence, makes you feel like you've achieved something that you're proud of. And I think that's really important in school, that it isn't just about those things, because reading and writing and maths and the more academic side of school isn't for everybody. And that's very much the message that we wanted to put out there, that there's something out there that everyone's good at. You know, everyone's talented at something. It just might take a bit of finding, and I think that's what schools we really should spend a lot of time and effort doing.
Absolutely. And I think as well, like, you know, when you ask somebody to look back on their time, like at any age, at their time on in school, you know, if you said to me now, oh, what was it like going to primary school? Like, a lot of it, you think, oh God, I can't remember a lot of it, but like the moments that I pick out are a lot of the time, like the teachers, the particular teachers that, you know, were the teachers that went, yeah, go on, go for it. You know, why not? Let's have a silly fun day in class, or why not get up and do, you know, this. And like, still now, those are the people that, you know, kind of like shaped your path, you know, in a way. And also those are the people that said to you, it's okay to do that. And okay, like for me, math is just like, I can't do math, I'm rubbish at it. I always have been. Oh, it just you know, give me a language any day. Math, no thank you. And yeah, I used to get so upset about not being able to do it, and my teacher was just like, you can't be good at everything. You just can't be good at everything. So as long as you're trying, and like, that's the thing, that's kind of like an ethos that I've taken through like my life. And I say to the kids that I teach now, like, you can't be good at everything, you know. And
yeah,
it's funny,
exactly.
Like, that's the thing, you know, you're like instilling things like that into them, and making them aware that, yeah, music, for a lot of people, like, they might not get that at home, they might not, you know, their parents might not be into it, they might not get it. So when they go to school and you've got opened this whole new avenue for them, that's
exactly. I mean, I said it on telly, when some are amazing singers, some are just enthusiastic, you know, they just had fun. And there's a lot to be said for that. It's not about being the most talented sometimes. Just go and enjoy it. You know, if it makes you feel good, brilliant. Go and be musical. Go and have a bit of a dance. You don't have to be brilliant at it. Just give it a go.
Definitely. So if you could put together your ideal perfect day, what would it entail?
A perfect date or day?
A day.
A day. I thought you were asking me like what my perfect date would be. I was like, well, that's a weird one. Perfect day. Good question. I don't know what my perfect date would have been either. Probably quite similar, I guess. Perfect day. Do you mean at school or in general?
Just in general.
It's a good question, that one. Probably in a city. I like trying lots of different foods and drinks and a bit of posh coffee now and again. You know, there's just so much going on for the senses and things to look at. And I like exploring. Probably go somewhere different, a city centre, somewhere different. Preferably on a plane would be cool, particularly at the minute. Somewhere warm. Maybe I'd quite like to go to a theatre. I do like the theatre. I have to admit, I love the theatre. Or maybe a concert on the night. That's a real. Do you know? That is a good. I'm gonna nick that question when I talk to other people. That's probably that. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, that's probably what it'd be. City centre, lots of different things going on.
Yeah. So you said you like theatre. What shows have you been to see? What do you like?
Oh man, loads. Phantom, La Maze, Evita. I gotta put on the spot now. I've been to loads of them. My Fair Lady. What's the 42nd Street? My favourite's Phantom, probably. I do like Phantom, and I quite like Evita. I've seen Lion King. I didn't love Lion King. I must be I think I'm in the minority. I know, controversially. It's the animals. I tell you what I do love. Matilda. Love Matilda.
Yeah.
Matilda is cool. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I quite liked. See, classics, Les Mis, Phantom, and Evita, probably for me.
Yeah.
Wicked. I like Wicked. Defying Gravity. Love Defying Gravity.
I love Wicked. Wicked is like
I could see you in Wicked. I could see you as the witch. No offense, I'm not being horrible. I could see you doing that.
That's brilliant. No, I love it. I love Wicked. It is. Yeah, it's one of my favourites. It always has been.
I love Rocky Horror Show.
Really?
Love the Rocky Horror. That is something. It's a bit out there. That experience. I didn't know what to expect the first time.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite good fun. But it just makes you smile. Like the thing, it just makes you smile, doesn't it? It just makes you smile. You know that feeling when you come out wanting to have a bit of a singing a dance. I love Riverdance. Love Riverdance. Front row seats one. Yeah, I absolutely one of my favourite things ever. I'm very eclectic, and my tastes are all over the place.
What about genre of music? Like, have you got favourite artists that you love?
Pop, cheesy pop. The worse, the better.
Depths.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolute tragedy. Yeah, totally. S Club 7. I had the tape back in the day. Me, you know, my stereo. Yeah, cheesy. I do like Oasis. Bit of indie as well, but it tends to be quite cheesy.
I've just booked tickets for me and my best friend to go and watch Steps when they come back on tour next year. I know.
I have seen the Spice Girls live. They were amazing. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's just got to be done, hasn't it? Like, cheesy is the best.
Just makes you smile.
It does. It does. And I think that's the thing. Like, whenever I've been at, like, when I went to drama school or any of that, I was always just like, oh yes, I love every form of genre of music. You know, I was always very like, oh yeah, you know, when you get to know people, you don't want to like say something that they just go, are you kidding? But yeah,
make out of me left, right, and centre. It's just what I do.
I love it. That's brilliant. So what about films? Do you like films?
Favourite is probably Love Actually. It's probably rom-coms.
Yes.
Notting Hill.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, all those kind of The Holiday. I'm a secret Bridget. I like a male Bridget Jones, I think.
Oh,
She's nothing wrong with. I mean, I don't know how that sounds. Maybe I'm going to regret this further down the line.
True. I love it.
What else do I quite like? Oh, what did I watch? I can't. My memory's terrible. I've got 3 kids. I get no sleep. My memory's shot. I quite like action ones as well. Top Gun, the new Top Gun.
Yeah.
I've literally watched the trailer a dozen times. The new Top Gun.
Yeah. Same.
And I've got a top tip on Netflix, The Social Dilemma.
Oh,
wow. You need to watch it. Wow, it's mind blowing about social media.
Okay.
That's
on the list. That's gonna. Do you know what? The ratings will soar now. Now you've said.
Oh, now that me and you have mentioned that, it's just going to go through the roof, innit? Such is our influence.
So what's kept you busy during lockdown?
3 children and running a school. I'm broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the reality is having 2 toddlers. I've got they were 2 and 3, 2 and 4 now. There's only 15 months between them. Life at home, it's busy. It's full on, innit? And then trying to keep up with the guidance and everything, and constantly planning and readjusting and dealing with questions and challenges. It's been pretty tiring, to be honest. I think we've come through it okay. I think we've done pretty well, I'd like to think. But yeah, I think that. I mean, I enjoyed getting out on the bike. I got a new bike and a lovely trailer for the 2 of them to go on the back of. I enjoyed that. But yeah, it's just been full on. There's not really been much space for anything other than looking after the kids and doing stuff with them and work, really.
Yeah, it's just like getting everything back to like what we call like the new normal now, isn't it? Which is it's so much harder than the old normal. Yeah,
exactly. It's just very different, and every day there's new challenges, new questions that come up. But you get used to it. You just got to look after yourself. You got to look after yourself.
Definitely. So my next question for you is, if you could give advice to your students, what would the advice be?
I think it's probably what I've already said. Dare to dream.
Yeah.
Dare to fail. Work hard. Stick at things and believe in yourself. And I genuinely believe that if you have those things, and I think the things that you can work on, some people they're born naturally. They're just a bit more of those things, but they are things that you can work on. Something called self-efficacy. It's just that idea that if you work hard, you can achieve what you set out to, and that you can teach yourself to do that. And actually, it's contagious. I reckon. I've read up on it. I've read the theory and everything. And if you see people achieving something, you look at them and think, do you know what? I can do that. And that's kind of what the last couple of years have been about self-efficacy. Just believing in yourself that you can achieve what you set out to.
Definitely. And what's next for the children? Have you got anything else in the pipeline?
I don't know at the minute. It's a bit different during lockdown. The reality is it tends to be we'll be sat in the staff room or something will happen in assembly where we're like, oh, should we do this? Yeah, come on then. Life quietens down and then things pick back up again. You just never know with us.
Yeah.
You never know. Watch this space. I'm sure there'll be some exciting things at some point.
Definitely. So my last thing for you is a quick fire round.
Go on.
Okay, so cheese or crackers?
Cheese.
Birthday or Christmas?
Christmas.
TV or book?
TV.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Beach or park?
Beach.
Pink or purple?
Pink. Disney
or Marvel?
I don't really like either of them. If I'm not don't like. No, I'm not. No, I'm not dissing Disney. Only one of the biggest companies and movies. I'd go Disney.
Don't break my heart here.
I like Disney. I'm not. What do I love on Disney? Any musicals, anything that's got music in it, I quite like, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. You're going to redeem yourself now. Sweets or chocolate?
Sweets or chocolate? Chocolate.
It's such a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah, see, I'd go fudge all day long. I love quality fudge. Love it, yeah. Really healthy fudge.
Really healthy.
Sorry to let you down with the Disney one. I feel like I've really spoiled, what's been a lovely conversation. It's tragedy at the end, didn't I? Tragedy. Yeah, absolutely. One for sorrow, isn't it?
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to me, because I know you're super busy.
It's all right. It's livened up my day. It's been quite a serious one today, so I'll get back to my emails and the more serious part there. But thank you so much. I love what you're doing. Thank you for having me on. It's been very entertaining and good fun.
Thank you so much. Well, I'll tell you, give you the link now when it goes up on the channel, and you can have a little bit of a watch.
Yeah, get me tagged in it. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, take care of yourself.
Lovely to speak to you. Hopefully catch you up soon. All right, see you later.
Hey, take care. Bye.
Goodbye.